building a startup is hard. And in this video, I just want to share my journey, just a part of my journey from building my startup. And to be honest, it always begins with an idea and an idea for a solution. That's it. And to be honest, I have a lot of ideas every week for several solutions. Because what I'm doing, I'm looking at the world as an entrepreneur and I'm watching, I'm listening, I'm thinking about things a lot, and then I see a solution. But of course, I cannot create every solution myself, and not every solution is a good one. So last year, I found out that I had a problem myself. And at that moment, I was like, okay, I experienced this, but are other people experiencing this in the same way? So what I did, I was talking to a lot of entrepreneurs about these things. Not in plain sight, not directly yet, but just a part of the solution I talked to with one entrepreneur, another part with a different one. And at that moment I was like, okay, I'm on to something. So what did I do at that moment? And it's really hard because this decided for me where my life would go for the next years. Of course, it's not that big because I always can iterate, I always can change. But still, it's the choice I'm making in my head because I had an old business and I wanted to start a new business. Because the lifestyle with my new business suits me better. I want a lifestyle with me and my family and my friends and together with that business. Together with the business. I don't believe in life balance. I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe in life balance as a whole. So therefore I had to make this really important decision. So a lot of solutions I thought of, they didn't comply with what I wanted. So that made the choice a little bit more easy. But at that moment I was like, okay, I have this solution. I want to build websites based on the identity of the founder that are more easy to find and to be recommended by AI. Is this a good solution? Do people want to pay for this? So at that moment, I thought of a way to make it visual. So I built sort of mock-up websites for experts, for entrepreneurs who I knew. And I started sending them the messages. Hey, is this something you want? Is this something you need? Is this something you want to pay for? And I sent it to a lot of entrepreneurs, maybe 100, maybe 150. All of them I sent the message, and if they are like, okay, show me something, then I would start to build a mock-up for them. So I built maybe 20, 30 mock-ups, and suddenly a few entrepreneurs said, okay, I want this, I need this, let's jump on a call. And at that moment, when I jumped on the call, it gave me so much information about my solution and what they wanted as a solution. So I can connect it to each other. And suddenly I had the great solution, and I went to these entrepreneurs who I already sent the mock-ups. And at that moment, a few ones said, yes, I want this, here is my money. And at that moment I was like, yes, okay, but then I started building it. And the first run in a startup is getting to the first product that's out there, that's live, and people can start paying for it, and because they start using it. And that was very hard even in this time with AI. I could build this structure for Identity First Media much faster. I asked AI, okay, how much time will this normally take? Okay, this normally will take like 1.5 years, 18 months, it said, for a team from 6 to 10 persons. And I was like, okay, but I'm alone. Of course, I had some backup friends for safety and for marketing to talk with. But still, I started to build it on my own. And after 1.5 months, I had the first product that I started using myself. and started iterating. And after 2 months, I could send the first bill. And I also had a founding member. And that's great, because when you have founding members, you can send the bill, they send you money, and after that you can deliver it. You can deliver it after 1 month or 2 months or whatever you agreed upon. So that was amazing, because at that moment I was like, okay, yeah, people are paying, money is coming in, people are asking for it, now I can start building this. And after the first product is there, of course, the first users start to use it, and a lot of feedback came. Okay, you have to change this, this is not working, you have to change this, improve this is not working, how do I do this, oh, is this possible? So a lot of questions, and it's amazing, because with every question I'm like, okay, first one, is this helpful for them? Because I'm thinking about the strategy as well, because I had the idea that's coming from one point. I want experts to be recommended by AI, so potential customers come faster to my customers and are more likely to buy from my customers and are even more happy when they buy from my customers. That's my whole goal. So that's always the first question. When feedback comes in, I'm always like, okay, does this help them? And of course there can be a chat, because I'm not the guru. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about my own product and service, and about the vision about my product and service. In this AI era, I know a lot about this era and about the structures and about marketing in this time. But still, it's so new. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything at this moment. And if somebody says, okay, today I know everything, that's great, but in between now and 24 hours, you don't know everything anymore. It's changing so fast. It's amazing. So it's an adventure as well. So that's the first question I ask myself, and I can start talking about this with my customer, of course. Okay, why do you think it helps? And then when we both agree, okay, this will help, okay, I start fixing it. So I had to do a lot of work. And why it's so hard, it's because I have a family. My wife, I want to have quality time with her. I want to have quality time with my son. I want to have quality time with my wife and my son. I want to go to the gym. I want to eat healthy. I want to sleep enough. I want to see friends. I want to relax a little bit, not too much, but just enough to calm down my system all the time, because when I'm really onto everything, my body is stressed out, it's not working. You need to come from a relaxed place. So to relax is important, but not that much. And to be honest, it was too much to do. Or I had to sleep less, or I had to stop training, or I had to start eating more unhealthy food, or I had to see and share less quality time with my wife and with my son. And to be honest, yeah, it happened. I had to cut down on some things. And what my own trap is, and I fell for it again, is to stop training. So of course it gives me a few hours a week, but it costs me energy as well. The same with eating. And for me, I'm a black or white guy. For me, it's always like I'm all in this one or I'm all in that one. I just work like that. It's not that I'm a person that says, okay, yeah, but I'm just like that and I don't want to change. No, but I know from my identity, I of course know my identity very well, and I still am learning myself all the time, because I'm adapting, I'm changing, and I have to relearn myself again to know more of who I am every day, a little bit more. I'm not even a guru about myself, and I know I have a lot of blind spots, everyone has, but I am the all-in guy. So if I'm training and eating healthy and sleeping enough, it's that way. But when I'm building the business, the startup, it's like that. I'm building the startup. So that happened. So I stopped training and I started eating a little bit more unhealthy. With unhealthy, I just eat more carbohydrates because my body is not working on that very well, but my brain is, so I could keep on going. Today is the hottest day since decades in the Netherlands, and I started training the last 1.5 weeks at home with the kettlebell and the slam ball and doing push-ups and squats and kettlebell swings and deadlifts. But today I decided, okay, I will go to the gym for the first time since months, even if it's the hottest day. It's just like that. I'm the all-in guy. So when my customers come with all these things, okay, this needs to change, this needs to improve, this is broken, I'm like, okay, when you're right, I want to fix it and I want to improve it. And it's all the time like that, because the first product that was live, it was just a minimal viable product, just enough to get people pay for it. But after that, I started iterating, improving all the time, fixing things, because when I use it, everything works. But when other people use it on other devices or with different settings or in a different way with different vision, it's not working. So I have to adapt all the time. And to be honest, it's hard. It takes so much time. I started this ID last year in January or February, maybe March, and now it's June the next year. So say 1.5 years I'm building it, and now it starts to, for me, it starts to be a little bit more relaxed, because I know everything that's out there, it's working. People are happy with the service I deliver. They are happy with the results. Everything works fine. And if I want to iterate things or improve things, it only has to come from my customers. I don't need to improve myself all the time anymore, because now I can see how customers use it and how the market and AI reacts to their websites, because that's what we build with Identity First Media. We built a media ecosystem on their own domain. So it's like a website, but it's more with podcast, with blog articles, even with short clips, all for AI. It's like a candy machine for AI. It picks it up so fast. It's amazing. But this is the road to from the ID to where I am right now, and it came with a price. My health I'm not as fit as I was a year ago, and that was the choice I made. I went all in, and that's the kind of guy I am, and it's important for you. I always told people when I did coaching work as an identity architect, I told them, okay, look at your own identity and make you and your business match it. Don't build a business that's far off your identity, because that will make you sick, literally, in your body, in your system, in your brain. That will make you sick. So now I started to have an identity first media and identity first marketing to help entrepreneurs to match their own DNA, their content and their business with who they are. Everyone who becomes a customer is doing an onboarding intake to fix the identity. No identity is fixed, but at the time, it's pinned at the time, and it can be changed by creating content, because our automatic identity profile machine is profiling you after 8 pieces of content and adapts to who you are, because you are a growing human. But it's so important to match your business and your customers and your content to who you are. And now finally I can see the results my customers are getting, and they are getting those results very fast, because when I'm building a website for them, because now I have the extra that I build the website for them. It's not that you as an entrepreneur, you have to do the onboarding and then build the website on our system. It's possible you can do it all by yourself, but now it's just as a service. I do it for you at this moment in June 2026. I don't know if I'm keep doing it. I will keep doing it in July 2026. But I see the result. It's happening so fast. When somebody does an onboarding and they have an old website, within 24 hours we can have the new website live, and it's automatically this candy machine for AI, and I love it and customers love it. So it's amazing what kind of road this was. But now I will shut down this recording and I will go to the gym and train again hard.